Afternoon baseball now, and a fine Sunday for our national pastime from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Here we wrap up the homestand with the finale of this two-game series between the New York Mets and the New York Yankees.
Your 2000
Yankee baseball starts now.
New York Yankees.
Orlando Hernandez, the Cuban-born right-hander, will be on the mound to start. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last one to pick up a W in his last start when he got into the 7th inning. Let's see if he can make that 2 good, strong outings of 7+ innings back-to-back.
Into the box is the veteran left-handed hitting Kenny Lofton as we're just about set for baseball.
The center fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And we are underway from Yankee Stadium as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he chased it in the dirt. Up with it, Posada. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Standing in now, Barry Larkin. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 281 the average entering play. 1 home run, 18 driven in. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Range is there. 2 down.
Batting third.
And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. This guy knows how to drive in runs. Had over 25 runs batted in last month. You've got to pay attention to how he goes about it. Ground balls, fly balls, home runs. Any way to drive in a run, and that's what he's doing. He tries to have a major impact on every game he plays in.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. Mets 0. Yankees coming up. It's crosstown action on Major League Baseball, The Show. Carlos Carrasco will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy pitched well this last one, getting through 7 innings in his last start. We'll see if he can turn in another quality start and pick up the win in this one also.
Now to the plate, here is Derek Jeter. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Yankees, the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
And the pitch. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Batting second.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Mark DeRosa, what's the key in avoiding the sweep?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Davis grabs it cleanly, and there's out number 2.
Batting third, the first baseman, Tino Martinez.
Striding in is Tino Martinez, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. And the pitch. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. And he lays off the circle change here as he moves into the driver's seat. 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
The 3-1. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Jose.
Next to hit is Jose Canseco. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Now the first pitch. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. 2-0 to the Yankees left fielder.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
2-0 count. The pitch is taken. Strike 1.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Set. Here's the 3-1. And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
So now here is Darryl Strawberry looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. From the stretch.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Gone! So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Number 11 for him on the season as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Jim
Stepping in now, Tim Raines. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 6 home runs and 17 RBIs. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
3 runs already home here. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Another look at the big blow for the Bombers. A 3-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 3-0 New York. Now at the plate, George Foster. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Behind 0-2 now. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
On to first, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Bryce Harper comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
And he fouls this one off. That's bounced foul. It's 2-2. Now here's the pitch.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Again, he sends it out of play. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High and deep to right. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting sixth. The designated hitter.
Next to hit, Dominic Smith. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get...
And meanwhile now, here's a drive out to right center. And this ball is going to clear the wall. It's a home run.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. 0-1 the count. And the pitch. Behind 0-2 now.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
That misses. 1-2. This one is smashed down the right field line. That's going to stay fair, and it's going to be back-to-back home runs.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. Williams finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. On now to the bottom of the second. The Yankees are out in front, 3-2. The next batter is Alfonso Soriano, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
The 2-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
Lofton is there. 1 out.
Batting 8.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
The catcher Jorge Posada is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. And Posada will lay off there. It's back to 1-1. Now the pitch. 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Fastball laid off well below the knees. The 3-2 pitch. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone. So now to the plate, Wade Boggs. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. From the stretch. 1-0. It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Counts even 2-2 to Boggs.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4. There's one. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So now to the plate, Derek Jeter hit in the air out to center field. Lofton able to track it down for the third out. The Yanks leave one, but they still lead it 3-2. And now Narvaez, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Behind 0-2 now. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Scooped up, throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So it's back to the top of the order now, and standing in is the veteran center fielder Kenny Lofton. Opposite field to left, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The bat,
Ready now is Barry Larkin. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. 2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guys coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep. 1 through 9, they can put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
Boy, you can see he's coming.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Mets strand 1. Still a 3-2 ball game.
Welcome back. As the Yankees prepare for their third turn through the order, fans of the Bronx Bombers have been treated to quite a bit of production from this lineup so far this year. They enter the day near the top of the league in both team batting average and runs scored, so it's safe to say they're among the cream of the crop in terms of offensive production. Talking with some of the coaches earlier, they all alluded to not only the high level of talent on this club, but also the hitters' tireless work ethic. They praised the professionalism these players bring to their craft as a major reason for their success. And they said the hard work breeds confidence when it comes time to compete in the batter's box.
Thank you, Heidi. He's set, and the pitch. Bernie Williams is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now the pitch.
That's a ball.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
The pitch. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. 1 out here in the Yankees' third inning. And that brings up Tino Martinez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Came inside with the off-speed stuff, and it catches the corner. It's 1-1. Fouled off. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. So next to bat will be Jose Canseco. Two outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
1-1 the count. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. All set for the start of the fourth, and that'll bring in George Foster. Hit well on the ground to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Opportunity now to take a look at some of the future players in the Yankee organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing well in recent action. Into the box, Bryce Harper. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here now the 2-2. And another foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So the bases are empty with 2 gone now, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And this one is gone, a home run.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Hit softly down the line at first, but that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Count remains at 0-2. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full. 3-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when
we'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. But the Mets are able to square things up on this solo home run. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now here's the first offering. Darryl Strawberry is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. takes a pitch high and away for ball one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
One and two.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
A lot of pitches away here, which is pretty much what you're forced to do with lefty batters here at Yankee Stadium. It doesn't take much to hook one out of here to right field with that short porch out there.
Down the line and fair. That's a hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
He obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
At the plate, Tim Raines, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0.
Ball 2. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And it misses. 3-1 now. Alfonso Soriano is on deck. Strawberry leads off second with nobody out. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
From the belt, kicks and deals as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Little traffic on the base paths right here, but one pitch away from getting a double play and getting right back into control.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate, and he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now.
The batter, the catcher, Jorge Posada.
So it's second and third with 1 gone now. And here's the switch hitting Jorge Posada. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. No movement on base. It's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Drilled right back up the middle. Oh, what a stop. He gathers the throw. He's out.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Now to the plate, Wade Boggs, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. I'll give the enthusiasm a 10, the dancing a 4. No shame, and you got to love it. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. J.D. Davis the next to bat. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
the third base.
Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now
This
batting,
guy's not wasting
the
any
catcher.
time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Omar Narvaez is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. And it's fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
Huge swing of the bat right there. Just hooking foul. Would have tied the game. I know there's still a lot of game left, but that was potentially a huge momentum swing there. Going to have to find a way to refocus and continue this at bat.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. We're in the fifth inning of a 4-3 ball game here. Oh, and he's going to get rung up on a curveball, and that looked like a questionable strike at best. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
At the plate now, Kenny Lofton. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter.
1-1.
Swung on but fouled off to the left. The 1-2. Here's a high pop-up. Soriano shading to his right, and that retires the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 4-3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
The shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Now the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Lofton is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Bernie.
Now at the plate is Bernie Williams. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
The 0-1 pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
4 runs, just 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. A little bit outside. 2-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the first
Here
baseman,
comes Tino Martinez. And now a pitch on the way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they hang on to a 1-run lead. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. This is line to left. Canseco is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. That brings up Prince Fielder. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Boggs gloves it. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
The batter, the left fielder, George.
That brings up George Foster. He grounded out last time up. Breaking ball there as that's fouled away for the first strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. Dan Dero and I are back at Yankee Stadium in just a moment. Robert Gesellman enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for the Mets. Number 44, Robert.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. Gesellman is a guy that you'll notice attacks hitters with a high velocity slider. Not the old sweeper. He really fires it in there and snaps off big numbers. And he fouls this one off.
Nope.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another full count pitch home. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Darryl Strawberry will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Popped him up. Larkin moving to his left. 2 down. Next for New York, Tim Raines, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Decent, but not great results so far this season from the left side. I know he'd like better, certainly, but he's definitely still a capable hitter in this setup.
Now the 1-0. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, and it remains a 4-3 game. Dominic Smith stands in looking for. Goose Gossage is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. First offering on its way.
Number 54.
Fouled away.
Gossage.
And that misses 1-1. 1-2 to Dominic Smith.
Oh, this is what you get fired up for right here. Hard fastball against a power hitter. I know he was late right there, but if he comes back, this one might not come back.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Dominic Smith is down for the first out in the 7th inning. So here's Jeff McNeil. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. In there, a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the...
And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, the catcher.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right now.
Oh, way to get dirty. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Acrobatics that time to the bag to get this double play started. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring forth the power-speed combination. Alfonso Soriano. First pitch on the way. This is popped up. McNeil is under it. 1 away.
Up next to the Yankees.
Next to dig in, Jorge Posada, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Posada, a native of Puerto Rico, is looking like a near lock at this point to make the All-Star game this year. He's currently the leading vote getter in the league at catcher.
Yeah, this comes as no surprise. This guy is one of the best players in the game, a superstar, and that's what the All-Star game is about. The fans getting to see the best players put on display.
Posada behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
And a good pitch here, but this is taken for a ball as the count moves to 2-2 now on the Yankee catcher. Now here it comes. And this is lined hard to deep left. Foster is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are 2 gone now.
Third baseman.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Now the first pitch.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch.
No strike.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
He's set. Here it comes. Derek Jeter is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. One left for the... So stepping in is Kenny Lofton. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Well, this one's been a bit of a head-scratcher, despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty B, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, Dero, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
Soft grounder left side. He's got it. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. That was an exciting play at first there, and will employ show track for a better look. Knowing he really had to let it loose to beat the runner, he fired off a 90-mile-an-hour throw. That's not a number you'll see very often from an infield throw, so he really showed off the arm that time. Prince Fielder is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Too much dip on the sinker. Laid off for a ball.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get...
A drive that's got a chance. And that ball is gone to tie it. These guys don't want to go away. This game is all knotted up.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
And that one yanked just foul. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's a pop-up now. Soriano has a play, and he's got it for the final out of the frame. But some late-inning heroics here as this home run makes us even again. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. All even now at 4 apiece. Aaron Luke is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 32, Aaron Luke.
Bernie Williams will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Bernie Williams.
Here it comes. Ball 1.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
And he misses low with it. 2-0. Now here's the pitch. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Lofton is there, and he has it for the first out.
Up next for the Yankees, the first.
Cecil Fielder steps into the on-deck circle now, looking to start something here with 1 gone in the inning.
Cecil Fielder.
First delivery to him. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. A 1 pitch on its way. Called strike 0-2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
The left fielder, number 33.
So next to hit is Jose Canseco. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. From the stretch. 2 out, nobody on. And he misses again, 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Outside, 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Right fielder looking up, still going back. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya! A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they've taken a 1-run lead. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Yeah, Matt, you know what, Debo? We got up this morning for this.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Ricky Henderson will get a shot here as a pinch hitter.
Number 24, Ricky.
He's set and the pitch.
1-0.
He'll enter play here at 293. 6 home runs, 9 driven in. The 1-0. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, this is another one of those cases, Debo, of not how many, but how many can you score? Lots of traffic.
100%, Dan. It's not about batting average in this league anymore. It's about OPS. It's about driving runs in at the end of the day, and they got to find a way. And they're doing that right now. They got the lead.
In now, Tim Raines. No hits to this point. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Henderson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Runners on the move for second. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. The Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. Last chance coming up here for the Metropolitans. It's now 5-4 New York. Cecil Fielder stays in the ballgame after pinch hitting as he'll take over at first base.
Number 45, Cecil.
Down by 1, I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that 1 run across. Others, they're going to look for 1 or 2 big swings to make it happen.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be troubled. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
That's the perfect answer after you've given up the lead in the previous inning. Put the tying run on second and get the momentum going back in your favor. Now we'll see if they can cash in.
A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Count even now at 1-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Fastball too high, ball 4. Kevin Pillar will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 6.
Striding in is Jeff McNeil, trying here to plate the tying run from second. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1.
That's the ball.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
A ball and 2 strikes.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Count still at 1 and 2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance.
Oh, the old classic 2-strike. Let's throw the fastball right down the middle. Not in this game. Got to believe you got to work the corners a little bit more. Fastball command is paramount at this level.
Now batting, third baseman.
Next up from New York, J.D. Davis. And he's got a chance to tie things up here as the equalizer sits just 90 feet away. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over. A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. New York posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Goose Gossage gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Mariano Rivera earns the save out of the bullpen, his 16th of the season. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees, 5 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Mets, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game.